Good afternoon, everyone. Hopefully you can hear us. We're back here with the second half coverage of the game between Redditch and Slough. It remains. We have played. I can't remember how much we played. We've had a few technical difficulties. Hopefully you can hear us all now. You may have to have gone out and logged back in. We have started a second commentary up. It's under Slough Redditch second half. So you can get on that. So we'll give you all of it. It remains at the moment. Slough 0, Redditch 1. We've had a couple of bookings. One for
Sean Fraser has been booked. Flanagan and Dubitat for Redditch have both been booked as well. At the moment, we've got two players down. We've got Jamie Molyneux for Redditch and Jamie McClurg for Slough. And McClurg is his knee. I think he might be okay to carry on, but Kev is taking his time, making sure they will be able to carry on. When we restart, it will be a Redditch free kick, I think. At the beginning of the half, Hollis went off and Dan Hicks came on, and it's been played. The game has been played on the floor, unlike the first half, which was all up in the air. And I have to say, both teams had some good chances. At the beginning of the first half, Slough had a chance on the left-hand side. Ball was crossed in, but it's crossed in a bit too deep, and Warren Harris couldn't get his head on it. It was cleared by Redditch. Later on in the second half, MP had a header from about 7 or 8 yards out, which just went wide of the right-hand post. And then after that, Redditch had a couple of good chances, including one with Dubitat going through on goal, with Mark Scott having to rush off his line, make a last-minute slide tackle to win the ball back and prevent Redditch doubling their leads to 2-0. So it's currently 1-0 to Redditch, as Adrian said, and Jamie McClurg is walking to the side of the pitch. He looks like he will be able to carry on.
Yes,
he's about to get back underway with a Redditch throw-in.
Yeah, apologies for we had a few technical problems at the beginning of the second half. Hopefully you can all hear us now, and we are back on. So we will bring you the rest of the second half as it happens. We might have to stand up because some fans decided to stand right in the way of what's going on. Ball's in the Slough half. It's Adam Martin on the ball. Time to look up the line. Cleared though well by Flanagan. This time it will come through to Adam Martin again. He's pushed off the ball easily. Dubidat plays out wide for Molyneux on the far hand side. Closed down by Warren Harris. And he's played it through, but Dylan comes across and clears the ball well for Slough. And Harris can't keep hold of it. It will be Westbrook, the substitute for Redditch. Plays it into Carline. Carline, good ball into Osborne. And again, Osborne turns. Good play by him. This time tackled well by Slough. And they give it to Charlie Empey. This time he's got it on the floor.
He's got past one. He's got past two.
He's on the far hand side. He's got putts in. He's going past four. He's up against Richards. He just runs straight into Richards. Runs into the back of him. Looking for a free kick, but never a free kick in a million years. And Adam Martin can't control the ball. It's been kept in well by Gary McDonald on the far hand side, and he plays it back to Mark Scott, who's closed down immediately by Dubidat. Scott gets it out quickly. Parsons up against Ashmore. Ashmore first to the ball for Redditch. Shearer with the ball, playing it out on that far hand side to Molyneux. Molyneux decides to turn, plays into Osborne. Osborne closed down by Warren Harris, but Osborne still got the ball, trying to feed the ball through. Good tackle, sliding tackle by Gary McDonald, and Putz can bring the ball up on the halfway line. He can turns Callum Flanagan, but he's immediately got 3 players on him. He's now on the left-hand side. Bunning attendant, he plays it into Charlie Empey. Can Charlie get to the ball? He can. He slips over. Has he won a corner? He's not. He's won a goal kick.
It looks like Slough preparing the final substitution. Can't quite see who it is. It'll probably be Adrian Seal or Scott Harris. I'm not going to make it just yet, as Vega has taken a quick goal kick for once, and Redditch have got the ball on the left hand side.
Yeah, Ashmore with the ball. He's closed down by Ryan Parsons. He slips. Fraser gets the ball. Goes back to Adam Martin. Martin down the line looking for Charlie Empey. Charlie Empey just caught there, and but somehow he's won a throw in, and Fraser takes it quick towards Parsons. Parsons does a little trick but slips. He's actually won a free kick, and the linesman said it's a free kick, but the referee said no. And Adam Knight has just gone in, tackled Luke Shearer. To me, that was a foul.
That was a foul. That was definitely a foul.
It was definitely a foul, but he's trying to say that it was his ball.
The referee's completely ignored him.
But the linesman there clearly gave a free kick to the Rebels. He thought that Jake Parsons was fair. The referee said no, not having any of that. And
it looks like Slough won't be making a third change just yet.
no, I think whoever it is has just sat down. And it's Ashmore with the throw in front of us here. And we're just waiting for him to throw the ball on. He does. He throws the ball onto Bunn. Bunn has eluded McClurg. He's gone through. He's gone past three players. He's still got the ball. Back out to Shearer. Shearer on that far hand side. Closed down well by Adam Martin. Plays it back to Ashmore. Ashmore plays it into Osborne. And Osborne yet again, the person who sees a lot of the ball in this Redditch team, to Richards. Richards tries to play the ball through, but Dylan does well to intercept and plays it back towards Mark Scott. Scott, long clearance down. Putman's underneath this one. It's beaten to it by Richards, but it falls only as far as Jake Parsons. Jake Parsons can bring the ball into the Redditch half. Gets to the final third. Goes back to Adam Martin. Adam Martin will go back to Gary McDonald just inside the Slough half. He'll go wide. Looking for Warren Harris on that left-hand side this time. And it's well cleared by Redditch, but the ball falls through and... what was he saying? He's seen a foul somewhere. So Slough have a free kick just inside their own half, which McDonald will take. Plays it across the line to Hicks, the second half substitute, on for Guy Hollis. Hicks can bring the ball forwards. Lays a nice little ball, but well seen by Flanagan. But the ball will immediately come back to Gary McDonald for Slough. McDonald back out to Hicks. Hicks closed down by Dibbitt. Does well to go past him. Looking for the ball over the top. That's a lovely ball through. And Putman can just... Oh, it's just a little bit in front of Putman. Good play there by Dan Hicks. Lovely pass to see Putman. Just a little bit too far in front. Putman couldn't get it. And the goalkeeper, Vague, was first to the ball. This time he's kicking the ball from his hands. It's Long. McDonald wins that first ball. Dylan loses out to Molyneux. And Mark Scott runs to the edge of his box to pick that ball up. So it's still Slough Town 0, Redditch 1 here at the Holloway's Park. This time Mark Scott rolls the ball out. And it's with Dan Hicks. Dan Hicks trying to play the ball to release Harris. It's well tackled by Westbrook. He clears the ball forwards. Hicks up against Dibbitt, and Hicks wins the free kick there. I thought that sure Hicks was maybe riding, catching a lift with Dibbitt, but there you go.
One was backing him, one was pushing forwards.
And Slough have a free kick. It's dead on the centre circle. Mark Scott is actually going to come and take this one. It looks like he's going to pummel this one deep into the Redditch box.
With his goal kicks, he could almost shoot from here.
Well, he has said before on Rebels Radio that he's going to score this season. This is a good one. McDonald first to the ball, but he heads it in the wrong direction. It's cleared as far as Shearer for Redditch. Redditch down the line. And Fraser will leave that one to run to Mark Scott. Mark Scott 25 odd yards outside of his goal. Long ball this time to McDonald, who's managed to keep it in. MP will chase that loose flick on. He keeps it in. He'll play it back to McDonald. McDonald looks for a ball into the box. And Vega, under a little bit of pressure there from Dan Hicks, claims the ball and he'll go down and keep that one low. And
the fans have a bit of fun counting the time goalkeeper's got the ball.
Yeah, Vega kicks long. Dylan first to the ball. It's down to McClurg. McClurg goes all the way back to Mark Scott, and Mark Scott has to kick that first time. And Putman comes back. He comes back from an offside position, but the referee says play on. And it's Redditch with the ball with Osborne. Osborne getting his shirt pulled there by Adam Martin. Adam Martin will go into the book for that one. And it's not the first foul that he's committed tonight. And so we are back with you for this second half. Again, our apologies. And there is the substitution. It's Jake Parsons, and he's replaced by Scott Harris. So Slough will be definitely trying to grab the points here today now, trying to get back into this game. 3 strikers will be on the pitch. It looks as though I don't know what kind of formation Slough are playing, but it looks like Warren Harris has come to the far right. He's going to be playing in a far forwarder position as Martin gets his yellow card from the referee.
That's his 4th yellow of the season. One more between now and Christmas and he will get a suspension.
And it will be Osborne with this free kick for Redditch. Bunn, is going to take this one. Osborne's taken I don't think Redditch are throwing too many people forward. So I've actually got 4 men on the on the halfway line attacking. Ashmore makes a run and he's totally unmarked, and it's been played to him. Slough falling for that one. He's inside the box. He puts it onto his right foot. He shoots, and it's been deflected, and it's a second goal for Redditch. It's scored by Jamie Molyneux, and again Slough just didn't switch on from that free kick. It was taken very quickly by Redditch. They played it through to Ashmore, who looked like he was marking Warren Harris, and then just went off on a run, got into the box. He shot. Mark Scott saved it but couldn't keep hold of it. He spilled it into the path of Molyneux, and Molyneux scores to make it Slough Town 0, Redditch 2.
I think it was a very well set piece there. The Redditch left back coming from almost nowhere, completely unmarked when he got the ball. He had plenty of time to cross it in, and well, actually, I think he took a shot, didn't he? And unfortunately Mark Scott couldn't hold on to it, and then just Redditch quickest to react, and there was a simple tap in once he got to the ball. 2-0.
Yeah, Slough kick off, and this time the ball's with Fraser. Fraser plays the ball down, but it's won again by Redditch, and Martin comes back for Slough to get the ball. Played it back to Hicks. Hicks plays it out to McDonald. McDonald does well to get to the ball first. It's up the line for Scott Harris to chase. He's up against Richards. It's a throw-in on that far hand side, and no Guy Hollis. He was the man substituted for Dan Hicks. And it's been thrown into the box. Charlie MP's got it. It's been back. Is that a back pass now?
I think it came off MP. Trying to flick it on into the keeper's grasp. He's got it, holding on to it.
Yeah,
no rush.
And Vega's been in no rush to take any goal kick or throw in or kick out, and he's just launched that one straight out of the off the side of the pitch.
I think Redditch will be very happy with 2-0 win.
At the moment it's 2-0. I don't know if that would be the final. It's one thrown to Scott Harris. He wins it for Fraser. Fraser plays to McClurg. McClurg out to McDonald, and Redditch still putting a lot of players on the ball. McDonald just plays that ball straight out of play, and it's out for a throw, literally right in front of our commentary position.
Vega's gone to collect the ball, and he's not taking the time once again. He's kicked it out 2 yards.
Yeah, and he's actually going to get a yellow card, and he's been time wasting literally since the 8th minute when after Redditch took the lead, and Vega does get the yellow card, and I think it's something that he's fully deserved for his time wasting, and he's finally had that from the referee, Mr. Richardson, and much to the amusement of the Slough fans behind the goal. We will try and keep you up to date with some other scores as they've gone in. Cheshire United 2, Hungerford 2 is the score now.
Mark Scott kicked the ball forwards. Putman just missed it. Scott Harris got it. Putman is in the middle of the park being chased down by number 4. Can't quite tell who it is.
Carlisle it is. Putman's tried to cut inside, and he's lost the ball to Bunn. And
ran into too much traffic there. Well won back there by Martin. Out into centre by McClurg, but it's a bit too short. Scott Harris has the ball now. He's played the ball through.
It's a good save by the goalkeeper.
Scott Harris with a very incisive pass there to Warren Harris, who ran in behind the Redditch defence. But unfortunately, Vega ran out quickly and closed him down. And it's a Slough Town corner. I'm sure he's going to take it.
Yeah, I think it's Warren Harris who's going to take this corner on this near-hand side. McDonald again up in the box. MP Hicks up there as well. It is Hicks that gets the first one. He heads it down. It's cleared by Westbrook. Cleared by Carline. Only as far as come out, and then Carline again. And the referee's given that as a free kick. He's just jumped and bumped into Dan Hicks. And the referee has given that as a foul.
And Redditch doing everything they can to delay this free kick for as long as possible.
Yeah, and there's not many Redditch fans behind the goal there, but they are at the moment enjoying a 2-0 victory here at Holloway's Park. And final substitution for Redditch on that far hand side. Luke Shearer is coming off.
David
Bridgewater is coming off. So I said that's a final. It's only the second substitution. My apologies there. And we haven't got none left in this game. Slough are 2-0 down, heading for a second defeat in a row.
Luke Shearer's in no hurry to go off.
And we're not helped by the fact that loads of people decided to stand in the stand, which I suppose isn't too bad. St Neots were 2-0 up. Tilbury had missed a penalty. It is now 3-2 in that game. So I'm not sure what's going on. Histon, I believe, are 4-2 up against Kingsley. 4-2 or 4-2. I think they're 4-2 down, unfortunately. Balls with Redditch on the far hand side. It's down on the byline. It'll go out for a goal kick.
So we've had quite a few technical difficulties. We're going to try and catch up with the scores, but at the moment we are quite far behind.
Yeah, Histon are 4-2 down towards Kings Lynn. So the ball's in the centre of midfield. It's cleared up the line for Doubledat to chase up against Hicks. Hicks falls. It's going to fall to Osborne. Osborne's got goalkeeper coming out. He slides it in. Oh, and he's just put that wide of the far post there. Osborne with a great chance to make that free.
It went all the way across goal. Fortunately, there was no Redditch striker up there with him. Unfortunately, it went just wide the post.
Yeah, I reckon we've got literally 5 minutes plus whatever the referee adds on for stoppages. Ball's played up. MP wins the flick on. It's going to come through to Westbrook for Redditch. Redditch will clear this down the line. There's just leaving Doubledat up. Everyone else is sat behind the ball. It's McDonald deep inside his own half. Plays it to Mark Scott. Mark Scott can bring the ball out. He's going to try and launch this one long upfield. MP up against it. It's up by McClurg. McClurg chests the ball down. He's going to flick the ball forwards. Putnam and MP both going for the same ball. No communication there, and Redditch can come out with the ball. It's Osborne again, looking to release Bridgewater, substitute, but Hicks will do well to bring that one. He brings it over the halfway line. Ball into the channel for Charlie MP to chase. He's up against Flanagan. Goes past, it gets past the ball. When it comes to Warren Harris, it does. Harris puts it into the box. Vega comes, he punches it only as far as McClurg. McClurg shoots, it's blocked, and Redditch clear it again. This time Dillon chests it down. Trying to find Putman. Putman can get the ball, but Dillon does well to turn. He's on that left-hand side. It's going down the line. He's up against Bridgewater, the substitute. He's going to get the ball in. It's a great cross, and it's filmed to Scott Harris. Can he get the ball in? He's right on the bar line. He's going to turn. He's looking for someone. He's going to fall to McClurg. McClurg not in his stride. He's going to shoot. Oh, and he's just put it wide of the post with Vega diving.
McClurg just had to reach for it. Just out of reach. And had to take a touch to control it. And by then, Reg were all over him, and he had to just swipe at it.
Yeah, I think that he was expecting the defender to get a touch to that there. And this is the final substitution for Redditch United. It is 15, Matthew Molyneux coming on, and he will be replacing the captain and scorer of the first goal, Daniel Dubedat. And just getting a high five. The referee's just running with him to make sure that he goes off the pitch quickly. And Vega's still got to just take his time here. Literally, we must be close to the final whistle here, as Redditch make a substitution just to eat a little bit more time.
I think Slough have gone to a 4-2-4, looking for a goal. Got Putman on the left, Warren Harris on the right, Scott Harrison, Charlie MP down the middle. And, unfortunately, it hasn't quite worked.
Yeah, and the substitute's just not come on the pitch yet. He's apparently got the wrong tape on, so he's just had to take that off. And the referee says the game can begin. Vega will take his time with this goal kick. Kicks it longer, aiming towards Carline. It's well run by Hicks. Flicked on by McClurg to Putman. Putman can't get it down properly. Flicks it on to Harris. Harris tries to play the ball through. Well guided back by Flanagan, and Vega goes down and falls on the floor, keeping the ball, wasting that little bit more time. Charlie MP's going to stand next to him. Vega kicks the ball long again, looking for Bridgewater, the substitute. Molyneux chasing it down. It's come to Scott. Scott long ball up. And again, Osborne, who's mostly been the best player for Redditch, instrumental in everything. First to the ball. This time it's Scott Harris. He does well to shield the ball. Off to Warren Harris. Warren Harris up against Ashmore, the left back. He's got the ball stuck between his feet. Can't get the cross in properly. And Flanagan, that's going to land on us. There you go. You can most have heard that one. That's out the ground as well. And Slough will look for a throw on this near hand side by Sean Fraser.
I think that would have landed right on our heads, that one.
Fraser, he's got no one to throw it to. He throws it to Empire. Empire turns Bunn, but Bunn defends really well and can clear the ball, but only as far as Adam Martin. Adam Martin, he's not going to try and shoot. He's got it out to Putman on that left-hand side. Putman looking for a little bit of help. He's going to turn on Westbrook. Tries to go past him. He does well to go past him. Can he get a decent crossing? He slips as he crosses. The ball will come out, and it's a substitute Molyneux. Does well to win the ball, but it's a throw-in for Slough. And we are in the dying seconds of this game here. It's a quick throw by McDonald, trying to find Putman. Putman up against Westbrook. Bit of sharp, and the ball's played into the box. It's a great ball, and John Vega just comes to the ball just before Charlie Empire and releases a long kick down for the substitute Molyneux to clear. It's cleared by Scott. It will fall in the centre to Carline. Carline plays it to the other substitute, Bridgewater. Bridgewater back to Westbrook, the third substitute. All the substitutes keeping the ball for Redditch. Ball played down that far hand line. Dillon wins the header, but only as far as Osborne. He can't win the ball. It will fall to Carline in the middle. Turns into a little bit of trouble, but does well to pull out of it. He's up against Fraser. He's going to go past Fraser. Fraser will chase him back, but Carline does well. He got to the byline. Good tackle there by Sean Fraser. Wins a foul off Carline. I thought he was going to try and take it quickly, but not to be. It's going to be pulled back. And Slough still 2-0 down here against Redditch. They still can't beat Redditch United, the bogey team that they've got. Played over the top. That's a good ball. Can Scott Harris get there before Vega? No, he can't. And Vega's just going to try and release a little bit more time. Maybe Scott Harris isn't the person that you'd want to be doing that with.
Oh, it's better than Ed Smith.
Yeah.
Vega once again taking his time. No rush.
Full time in the St Neots game. It's St Neots 3, Tilbury 2. So St Neots will progress to the next round of the FA Cup. Hungerford were down to 9 men, and they've got a draw. They came back from 2-1 down at Chesham to draw 2-2. Full time is Weymouth 1, Chippenham 1. The ball's just in the centre of the midfield at the moment. Full time is Merthyr 1, Bolton Rovers 1. And I thought that was the final whistle. It's not. It's a throw in for Slough. McDonald will take this. Flicks it on for MP. MP trying to find Scott Harris. Westbrook with the clearance. And that ball's gone out the ground. And lack of ball boys getting the ball back at the moment. Not many fans here watching the last seconds of this game. It's going to be a long throw by Gary McDonald. Just trying to put it into this. Flicked on by MP. It's fallen. Has it fallen in centre? It's fallen to Warren Harris. It was who overhead kicks it. But Vega, full stretch, grabs the ball. More importantly, keeps the ball in his hands. Good chance there by the Rebels. Good play. And Warren Harris still can't score.
We just haven't had enough clear-cut chances. Everything's been 50-50 whether we can actually get to it or not.
Yeah, Hicks just heads that glance and head back to goalkeeper Scott. Scott's going to launch this one long again, trying to get the ball. It's MP up against Flanagan. Westbrook it is, sorry. It falls to Scott Harris on that far hand side. He's got time to get the ball in. He cuts it, he tries to play for Dillon, who's on the overlap. Dillon well marshalled there by the Redditch. It's cleared, but only as far as Putman. Putman's going to have to turn and launch this ball down to Dillon. Dillon can turn. He's closed down well by Jamie Molyneux, but he's turned him well. He's got the ball through. He's still going, Dillon. It's been pulled back there, surely, referee. And
card.
Is he going to book him? Is he? Yeah, he is. Just trying to see who it is. It's number 12, which is the substitute, David Bridgewater. He goes into the book. So will Slough get a goal, a consolation goal? Will it be something that they can... I think we must have played about 49 minutes so far of this second half. Warren Harris it is who will go over to take this. Strangely enough, Mark Scott not going up for this corner. This free kick, sorry. Warren Harris it is who's going to take it. A one-man rule for Redditch. Redditch holding on to this 2-0 lead here, under a little bit of pressure. Slough fans not too happy about something.
There's a lot of holding going on in the box.
He chips it into the box. Free header for Dan Hicks, and it's gone wide. It's come off a player, but the referee says that is full time. And Slough have put a bit of pressure on in the second half. Unfortunately, it's come to nothing, and Redditch will climb with their 5th straight league win in a row with a 2-0 victory here at Hallways Park. Well, you watched most of the game when I was trying to sort out the technical difficulties. How did Slough play?
I think Redditch were probably marginally the better team. They held on to the ball a lot better than we did and created probably a couple more clear-cut chances. Slough did have a fair few chances, but it was always sort of trying to stretch for the ball, never quite having a clear shot. And I think the first half tactics of just pumping the ball forwards and going route one just didn't work. I think the managers noticed that in half time. They must have said something to the players. They got the ball down, started passing the ball a bit more, trying to get a bit more pace into the game, and it hasn't quite worked. I think every cross we had, Vegas managed to come out and grab it. We haven't really been able to pass through the lines too much. I have to say Redditch probably deserved the win.
Yeah, I think you'd have to say that the two centre-backs for Redditch, William Richards and Callum Flanagan, were outstanding tonight. They've literally won every single ball that's gone on, and they've defended really solid as a unit, Redditch. For me, that's a deserved victory for them. We wish them all the best. We're getting better. 7-1, 4-0, 2-0. You never know when we go up to Redditch on, I think it's a Monday in October, we'll come up. We might even get a little bit closer.
Yeah, hopefully.
Cool. We do apologise for the technical difficulties that we had at the start of the second half. We hope this hasn't ruined your enjoyment of the game. And we'll be back hopefully on Saturday at Basingstoke, where it will be the FA Cup. Well, look, your dad's come to pick you up now, isn't he? That's lucky, isn't it?
I think the last thing I want to say is I think Jay Dillon had quite a good day at left back today. I'm not sure he's quite what Ryan Parsons was last season, but I think he'll do quite a good job.
Yeah, and just a last score that's come through: Stratford Town 2, Cirencester 1 there. And so we will see you. Hopefully we will be broadcasting on Saturday from Basingstoke Town. Look out for tweets and stuff like that. Thank you all for your comments today. Again, we do apologise for the loss of broadcast at the start of the second half, but we do wish you all the best for the rest, and we will see you all on Saturday.